Every morning, without realizing it, you make the most important decision of your life. Not at noon, not at night, but in those first few minutes after opening your eyes. The way you start your day is the map that guides the rest of your hours, your thoughts, and eventually your destiny. And while it may seem like an exaggeration, the most successful people on the planet don't leave their mornings to chance. They don't just wake up and see what happens. They design their morning like an engineer designs a bridge. And that design, repeated thousands of times, ends up building fortunes, businesses, legacies, and extraordinary lives. Today, I want to tell you how these people think and act, but above all, how you can adapt these habits and completely transform your reality. There's an hour of the day when the world is silent. No traffic, no noise, no distractions. Just you and your mind. That hour, for some, is just the beginning of another ordinary day. But for others, it's the moment empires are built. Because while some are still asleep, others are shaping their destiny. And not by chance. They do it through a morning routine designed to win. The first act of success isn't waking up early. It's deciding to wake up with purpose. The average person opens their eyes and is already on autopilot, social media, news, worries. But those who change the world begin the day with a powerful question: who do I need to be today to get closer to the life I want? It's not the alarm that wakes them, it's their purpose. And that simple mental shift, repeated 1,000 times, transforms an entire life. Successful people don't have perfect mornings. They have conscious mornings. Before the world wakes up, successful individuals isolate themselves in their ritual. Not to show off discipline, but to care for their mind like a temple. Some meditate, others write, others simply sit in silence. The important thing isn't the method, but the internal message. This moment belongs to me. In a world that competes for your attention, protecting the first hour of the day is an act of rebellion and power. Tomorrow, try this. Don't check your phone for the first 60 minutes. You'll see how the day becomes yours, not the world's. The mind upon waking is like fresh clay. Everything you think or feel in those first few minutes solidifies throughout the day. That's why successful people practice meditation or conscious breathing. They don't seek to empty their minds, they seek to direct it. They visualize what they want to achieve, feel gratitude for what they already have, and order their internal chaos before facing the outside world. Because whoever masters their thoughts in the morning masters their reality for the rest of the day. Every successful person incorporates some type of physical movement into their routine. It's not about aesthetics, but about energy. They know that a body in motion ignites the mind. A strong beating heart reminds you that you are alive, and an active mind needs an awakened body. Before breakfast, activate your body. 10 minutes of exercise can change 10 hours of your day. While the rest of the world consumes distraction, they consume knowledge. Warren Buffett reads between 5 and 6 hours a day. Bill Gates never travels without a book. Oprah Winfrey says her library is her sanctuary. These powerful morning routines are not just habits, they are foundational pillars for a life of purpose and achievement. By consciously designing your mornings, you unlock your potential and steer your destiny towards extraordinary success. Success is not born from doing more things, but from thinking differently. This transformation happens when you feed your mind with ideas that expand your consciousness. As the saying goes, your mind is the garden. Ideas are the seeds. Choose carefully what you plant each morning. Successful individuals don't improvise their day, they take control early. Many choose to write their goals on paper, not on their phone. Writing by hand activates a specific part of the brain that effectively turns intention into action, fostering a deeper connection with their objectives. They plan their day, but avoid overfilling their agenda. Instead, they select the essential, the 3 things that truly move the needle forward. Before starting, they ask themselves, what 3 actions will make this day worthwhile? And then, they commit to doing only those with excellence. Visualizing is not mere daydreaming, it's mentally rehearsing success. Athletes do it before competing and entrepreneurs before closing a deal. Artists also employ visualization before going on stage. They vividly see their desired result as if it has already happened. This is because the mind does not distinguish between what is imagined and what is real, making visualization a powerful tool. The wealthy don't work to gain faith, they work from the certainty that their vision is already manifesting. As Napoleon Hill famously stated, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Before the day officially begins, successful people pause to give thanks. This isn't for religious reasons, but for focus. Gratitude profoundly changes your vibration, your attention, and your energy, shifting your perspective. When you are grateful for what you have, your mind stops operating from scarcity and begins to operate from abundance. It is impossible to feel fear and gratitude at the same time, a truth they understand deeply. Every morning, writing down 3 things you are grateful for is the simplest and most powerful habit you can cultivate. Steve Jobs famously looked in the mirror every morning and asked, "If today were the last day of my life, would I do what I am about to do?" If the answer was no for several days in a row, he knew it was time for a change. Barack Obama trained at 6 in the morning every day during his presidency, finding physical control amidst chaos. Oprah Winfrey begins her morning with meditation, reading, and green tea, calling it her peace anchor. Jeff Bezos avoids important meetings before 10 a.m., protecting his mental energy during the crucial early hours. The pattern is clear. These individuals do not adapt to the day, they make the day adapt to their vision. Now, let's examine the worst morning habits that can kill your success. First, checking your phone before getting up. Your mind immediately enters reaction mode, not creation. Second, waking up late and rushing. This programs you with stress, setting a negative emotional tone for the entire day. Third, not having a ritual. Without a structured ritual, there is no mental framework to guide your progress. Fourth, eating the first thing you see. What you consume directly defines your energy levels and mental clarity. Finally, not planning. If you don't know where you're going, any distraction will suffice, pulling you off course. Success isn't just about adding good habits, it's equally about eliminating those that steal your control and focus. The successful don't rush into the world. Before starting, they pause for one last minute. They breathe, feel, and align themselves. This moment of silence is akin to tensing a bow before shooting an arrow. They understand that when their mind is aligned, every action of the day gains clear direction and purpose. Success does not begin with money, it begins with your mornings. Every sunrise is a blank page, and you decide whether to fill it with distraction or with purpose. So tomorrow, when the alarm rings, don't get up out of obligation. Get up by choice. Because that small instant between continuing to sleep and rising to fulfill your purpose is where common people are left behind and extraordinary people begin to build their destiny.